Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. You draw quarter. Check.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Down. 50. Plant. Watch the screen. Pass. Check. Bridgestone. Travel. Snap.
On first down, Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Lock. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Check 52. Ready?
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Set 90 Wolf.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
On the ready.
Here we are. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Fresno.
Get it.
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Giants nothing. Brandon McManus.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, Charlie! Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Joker, 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 Joker. Topper, Topper. You got tight right there.
49, check 49, check 49.
Back.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Switch. Hey, Sam off.
Jones now operating from the gun. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
80 weapon. Check. Crunch. Catch it. Look. Squeeze. Check go.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Hey.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kyler, 64, weak. Check. Lucky. 36. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
And that one earlier was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Mike's 50. It's our time.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike's 50.
Yes. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Throwing Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
That's how we do, G.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Check, check, check. Hard, hard. Leo.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. And this is Cook with the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
50, play. Go. Let's go. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Big dash. Come.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Wide, get wide. Kill. Fair.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Watch out.
Here's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 15, run it. 15 line. Switch up. Let's go.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Go.
Banjo. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, lock it.
Bang.
Get it.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
58, come on.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, Sam off. Hit it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. 218. Chopper.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Chance. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hurry.
Hey, turn it up.
Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Watch quick.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10.
58, boys, 58. Come on.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, echo.
55, Mike 55.
From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
On the double.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Hot, hot. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift.
Bam, bam.
They'll go to Barkley again. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
General West.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 24, check 24.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Block now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Block now on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. It's complete to Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Now Locke again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Locke to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
To throw again on second down. Locke. That's complete right around the 8. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First and goal, Minnesota.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith trying to run for it, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
That's the way. And 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. I got him.
You draw corkers. Hey! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 58. Let's go.
On second and goal. Locke. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Now!
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Back to throw. Locke. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Joker. You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, Sam on. Get it.
Now it's Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 9.
Check safety. Check. Crunch. Hatchet.
Check the backer.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Ken Lobo.
Man, I got you.
Check 3.
Look. Squeeze. Squeeze them.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
A gain of 45 yards.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh,
Look at me. Go.
shit.
Now Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Yeah.
Dude, Mike's 50.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Locke to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit. Look at me, zipper.
Mike's 50. Coming to you. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on.
Hey, wahoo.
50. Let's go, D.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
It's your time, baby.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife.